Penrith have established a good winning record against Brisbane in recent times, 6 of their last 7 games. Thursday night footy and multicultural round is underway off the boot of Reece Walsh. It's taken by Jerome Luai, and back comes Lindsay Smith, who has an unenviable task of filling the almost unfillable hole of James Fisher-Harris, who misses this evening's game from the Penrith perspective. Now Leota, out past the 20. And Isaiah Yeo running into Patrick Carrigan, 2 of our game's great number 13s coming together. Now Liam Martin, one of the standout back rowers in the competition for many years, but with the emergence of Ola Kawatu and Kaloa Matangi as his origin jersey safe, Liam Martin. The first high ball of the evening off the boot of Nathan Cleary. It made a thud, but Walsh scurries under the drop zone and takes it comfortably. And Andrew Johns, as I welcome you, and Cameron Smith, the commentary. The burden of pressure on Reece Walsh from a creative perspective without Adam Reynolds tonight.
Well, he's the sort of player, and he's the sort of player with a personality. The more pressure, the better it is. He'd be loving it. He'd be loving the pressure, loving all eyes on him. I think he'll have a big game tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right, Joey. Reece Walsh, he loves the big moments. We've seen last week when the Broncos, they were needing something. And late in the stages of the game against the Rabbitohs, he stood up, he scored a try, set another one up. He's trying for this one.
So here's the man in the hot seat, Jock Madden. A deftly placed kick, which is taken well by Edwards at the back under pressure from Ezra Mam. And also Katani Staggs down there as well. He had 5 games in the half last year for the Broncos, 4 of those at halfback, 2 wins. He's a more than handy player. Jock Madden reminds me a bit of the coach, actually. Kevin Walters in stature and the way he scurries around the ground. Here's Sunya Taruva. He's aiming for 4 consecutive try-scoring doubles at home. The Fijian winger. Nathan again, targeting Jesse Arthurs on that left-hand side of the ground. Martin down in defence. Penalty, Brisbane.
You can go too, mate. No.
Now, I'm looking forward to watching Nathan Cleary tonight. No James Fisher-Harris, so you won't have that alpha male in the pack and won't get that real go forward. I'd love to know what he's thinking about how he's going to steer this team around, how he's going to control the speed of the game. I think he's going to really have to cuddle his forward pack tonight. Just another evolution of the development of Nathan Cleary.
And Andrew, I know pass clearly leaves an obvious hole for Brisbane, but on the flip side, James Fisher-Harris is the New Zealand Test captain. He's the Golden Boot winner.
And also this year, very inexperienced bench for Penrith, in particular in the forward. So it's going to be a test for Penrith in the middle.
That's a great run by Carrigan, who exploited some space through the middle. Great hands. Walsh with the tap on. He got flattened in a big shot after. I don't think that was late.
I think it's a head clash.
Oh, this could be a very pivotal moment. Walsh is seeing stars, I reckon. He got cleaned up. There's blood coming out of his nose also. Oh, dear. I hope he's not lost to the HIA as Manning dummies and runs, and he's taken in the tackle of Sorensen and Kenny.
Well, one thing about Reece Walsh, we know he's a superstar, and he's got the superstar looks, but he is tough. You can see the blood. Here it is here, watch the replay. Oh, that hurts. Well, he hurts because he's relaxed. And it just, oh, that hurt.
Well, that happened right in front of you, Brad. You had a prime view, and he looks like he's been opened up badly.
Yeah, it's above the eyebrow. And I think anyone who's played footy's had stitches just above the eyebrow. Taylor May's also been tended to by the doctor. His chin, I think he's got a cut on his chin. That's about his 3rd big contact tonight, Taylor May. So he's turned up in a real mood. Conditions are beautiful, Matt. 18 degrees.
Yeah,
18 degrees, slight breeze behind the Panthers. There's not much dew on the ground at the moment. I feel like it's going to get a little bit dewier as the night goes on. And Xavier Willison comes on to take his punt, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
he'll be
say he
playing
doesn't.
fullback.
He's got a duty of care
We
to
see
bend
Selwyn
and
Cobbo's
make a
gone to
tackle, and he
fullback.
doesn't bend. So it's Taylor. Where's Taylor? Taylor.
Well, I hope Bruce Walsh hasn't busted an eye socket.
Yeah, I understand that, but you haven't bent into the tackle. You've got a duty to bend to avoid contact.
A duty of care to bend your back when you tackle. Well, that's a new one.
Well, if we officiate that way, we could penalise every tackle. That's two very powerful athletes coming together, high speed, had to make a decision last moment. That's just incidental.
So the Broncos will take a shot at penalty goal on the back of that after nearly 4 minutes. Suburban footy at its absolute best, although they're not all that pleased with that decision, the Penrith crowd. There's Taylor May with the trainer. He's come rushing in from centre to try and stop some ball movement out wide.
It's not only the Penrith supporters not happy with that. Scratching their head.
I'll get a comment from Cam just on that in a moment. Katani Staggs doing the goal kicking in the absence of Adam Reynolds. He's kicked that, 2 points to nil. You've played more games than anyone in that situation. Does Taylor May have time to bend into a tackle? Is he doing what he's supposed to be doing?
Well, he's doing his job, really. And I've never defended out in the centres, Tomo, but they have very little time. Both men travelling at high speeds. And you don't really have too much of an opportunity to make a late decision like that. So that to me, I'm like Joey. I'm perplexed at that decision.
I think he's pretty happy with his new look, though.
Yeah, that's I don't know how to describe that one.
Well, it's Hannibal.
Like Hannibal Lecter's son.
I'm not sure Taylor May knows with a count to use, however. Breaking news, Danica.
Yes, just a quick update on Reece Walsh. He's getting assessed. He went straight up the tunnel with the medical staff, so he's getting his face attended to. In terms of the concussion symptoms, he has been classified as showing category 2, so that is some positive news, but he'll have to be assessed further and go through the testing over the next 15 minutes, so we'll have an update for you as soon as we know.
Thanks, Danica. Devastating news for his looks.
Scars are cool. Freddie?
Well, Joey, you've been saying he's been getting his eyebrows done for quite a while now, so it'll be interesting what happens after the stitches.
Yeah.
I've got to say I'm in favour of the ref. I think Taylor May's got a responsibility because he saw Reece Walsh the whole time, and he's got a responsibility to be a little bit safer. He missed contact, he missed the opportunity to hit him as he got the ball. I think he's got a responsibility to not make contact with his head.
There's some adventure by Edwards. Long spiral pass to Isaac Tungor, now to Ruba. Tungor had 6 line breaks last week. That is the equal most for a single player in one game ever. 6 line breaks. Poor Kalmatua.
Ran for over 250 metres or something. He had a night out.
Now Leota off an inside ball by Yo. Goes careering into Xavier Willison. Giant man. Came into the game much earlier than I'm sure anticipated. Cleary on the right-hand edge. And Cobbo's gone back. That should be a penalty, I think, for playing the man in the air. Yes.
Then you play the man in the air.
Maybe for 10 minutes. If Reece Walsh does come back, or maybe the whole game, of this young man at fullback. Incredibly gifted. Selwyn Cobbo. Challenging this, the Panthers.
Tackle.
There he is.
That he changes from the
Exploded.
uncontested ball to then
Would have
grabbing
seen
at
a
the
couple
player
years
in the
ago.
air.
Do you think eventually he'll end up in the 1 jersey as he gets older?
Well, Joey, I think that's his plan. Selwyn, I think he really wants that opportunity to have the number 1 on his back. I think he sees himself as a fullback. He's got a few parts of his game that
It's a contest for the ball by
he'll have to improve
Isaac Tungo.
to play there long term, though.
The challenge is successful, just playing on at this stage to get a restart.
And do the arms go around Selwyn when Selwyn gets the ball here?
Okay,
So he gets his arms around him.
It's a one-on-one steal, which goes forward towards the opponent's dead ball line. The tackle count is reset. It'll be a scrum to Brisbane. Challenge
The
successful.
challenge is successful. I said, yeah, it's a scrum.
So he's knocked it on
Down the
anyway.
middle.
So that they've ruled that he was competing for the ball, but then he stripped it out one-on-one and knocked it on.
Form up, boys, at the back. Form up at the back. All the way in, Dylan. Heads in, Billy. Wait, John. In now.
Anyway,
Dylan, in.
the result in the end is Brisbane feed a scrum 10 out. And Cobbo, back to fullback for the moment at least, dynamic versus Souths of last week. 8 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks. Now Ezra Mann. What a superstar.
Well, that time, Isaac Tungo in the grand final, he stayed out on Ezra Mann. Ezra went through that time. He wedged straight in and went whack.
Carrigan playing to Jensen. Nice little passing interchange. His 100th NRL game, the former Cowboy. And now Carrigan, he's really taken on the leadership responsibility, both in terms of captaincy and on-field performance in the early parts of this game. Madden with a high kick. Edwards with a catch, which is made to look easy and great acceleration, but Jensen down there, good shot. Started his career as a back rower, Corey Jensen, up in North Queensland, and has been used exclusively in the front row since moving to the Broncos.
Yeah, he came off the bench in that first round game in Vegas. And then the next 2 he started at prop, and he's been explosive. You've got a great combination with Pat Carrigan through the middle.
So Edwards wheeling away to his own 30. Kenny with Yo.
Last tackle, Pat. Go last, Billy. Get closer.
All the kicking down that side of the ground. Cleary's been taken out here. They weren't happy, as you can tell. Doesn't worry, Nathan.
Teammates in the Australian team. Here's the tackle. Carrigan, Nathan Cleary, toured together last year.
Hold now. Push up, Isaiah.
We've seen less penalised. Walters, well, he ran for dummy half, had no one on the left-hand side to pass to.
Hold. Go 3.
Oh, Lindsay Smith
Up square. Isaac,
dishing out the punishment on Xavier Willison. Now Madden. Picked off. That's a good tackle. Blue eye race again.
go last.
Now Mann down the right-hand side. High quality football this.
Get up now, dude.
Yeah, just watching that left-hand side defence of the Panthers, they've jammed every time the Broncos have come out to that edge. Any type of block play, that sweeping play around the back, they've decided to jam. They don't want to allow the Broncos any time to run that football and try to beat them on the outside.
Move, Jordan. Hold. Go 3.
Shift to the right-hand edge. Yes, Brad.
It'll be interesting if Reece Walsh comes back because they tried to jam on him and he was quick enough to get the ball away. It'll be interesting if he changes their mind or if they continue to keep jamming and take him on.
Well, as soon as we find out about Reece Walsh, we'll have it straight to you because it's a match-defining decision, really. Cleary, this is wobbling everywhere. We'll take it. Good composure by Cobbo. And good kick return too. And 18 from the halfway line, Brisbane. Out to Fletcher Baker. And nice passing. Good attacking play down that left-hand short side. That's Piakura, who is very mobile, and Xavier Willison, who is very big. Carrigan and Madden, and away now to a rampaging Jordan Ricky. This is powerful set by the Broncos. Carrigan, he's in everything. Oh, he got it back here to Jensen, who's turned it over. Well, that's a shame because they were rolling up the ground.
I was just about to say, this is the best start that the Broncos have had as they double up with now a penalty.
Error, penalty.
Yeah, never a good situation.
I'll watch that, mate.
I was just
I
about
didn't
to
have
say, this is the
instruction
best start they've had to the season. Of all 3 matches they've played. Well, these are the situations that the Panthers, they love this. Nathan Cleary kick for touch on the attack straight away.
That jersey too, the multicultural jersey the Panthers wear tonight, was designed by former Panther Frank Pulatua. And if you get a moment after the game, you should go to the Panthers website and their socials, because there's a lovely video there about the players' reaction when they see the jersey and the significance of the design. It's a beautiful piece of artwork that the Panthers are carrying into this very important round, multicultural round. Great offload, Martin Kenny. Away to Yo. This is where they love to play. Luai tries to roll it through, hit a leg, it rolls backwards, and it is dived upon by Taylor May. Good scurry, 6 more tackles. Rapatoa. 16 tries in his last 14 games and plenty of metres to go with it. Sorensen across now to Lindsay Smith. A dummy and a duck. This is as close as they've been to Brisbane's line now. And we're about to get our first try. Mitch Kenny, Yo, looks up, plays to Cleary, floats one over the top to Ruba. Yes, in the corner, Sunya to Ruba. He's a try-scoring whiz here at home.
It's beautiful play by Penrith. But watch when Nathan Cleary gets the ball. He has Dylan Edwards just sitting on his inside. So the inside defence cannot rush. Harvey Norman replay. Watch when Nathan Cleary gets the ball here. You see Dylan Edwards sitting on the inside, so they cannot rush him from the inside, which gives him time to dig into the line and have that beautiful pass over the top. Just that player sitting there just holds that inside defence, gives him room to go over the top.
Yeah, it's Taruva putting the ball down in the right-hand corner, but he can thank his fellow winger, Brian To'o. Only a couple of plays earlier, he took a run, got between Broncos defenders, quick play the ball. Huey fan cam, Panthers fans are up and about. Second home game of the season. Not seeing their boys go over, but there's a quick play the ball. They've got the Broncos on the back foot. And I don't think there's a team in the competition that gets into formation as quickly as the Panthers. Only needed one more tackle, and they're over in the corner. Freddie?
Yeah, well, this try started 80 metres down the footy field. The Broncos dropped the ball, they went backwards, and Scott Sorensen just found a little bit more desperation in getting to the ball. It's those little victories. There was a penalty after that, and a couple tackles later, Nathan Cleary is putting the young winger over in the corner. So those little efforts, those balls on the ground, you win them, you win most games.
The Rookie of the Year from last season, Sunia Taruva, gives Nathan Cleary this kick from a couple in from touch. Away to the left for 2.
Just got to wait for the clock, John. Time your run here, guys.
So Nathan's laid on another try against the Broncos with a lovely bit of ball playing. Back comes Lindsay Smith. He's been part of this Panthers system, I was reading today, since he was 14 years of age. St Mary's Junior. He's come right through the pathways, and Nathan's gone through the centre. He's got Edwards on the inside. Gives it to him now. They scurry to make the tackle. The ball's come free.
He's making a
play
tackle
by Nathan Cleary. He throws a nice little dummy out to his right. Ezra Mam falls for it, and he goes straight through. Almost identical to last year's grand final in those final moments. But they fight back well. You see there, Mam, he turns and chases So does Jock Madden, and they force the ball loose.
What you don't hear at home is the opposition screaming his name constantly. Get Cleary, get at him, get at him. So to dummy and take him on your own 20, it takes a lot of courage. Once again, great play, Nathan Cleary.
The front row missed him as well. A win by Brisbane here, round 1 last year. Their only win here at Bluebet Stadium in the last 15 years. Oh, hang on, Luai and Staggs. And Taylor May.
Jerome Luai.
Uh-oh.
Let's go out of there.
For some reason pushes Katoni Staggs. I don't know what happened.
I'm off.
May v Staggs. There's a couple of tough eggs in there.
Katoni, out of there. Okay. Pat. I spoke to Billy at the kickoff about coming in and interfering with defenders. Then we got Katoni with that. Not going to have it. It's a penalty here, mate.
Luai's a common offender.
I'll watch that. Isaiah, back we go. Their penalty.
What? Penalty to Penrith. Well, he's saying Billy Walters has come in and...
No, he's saying Katoni interfered with the defender, Tomo.
Right.
He placed hands. He placed hands on Jerome Luai, but this happens every second tackle.
Yeah.
Seriously. Every second tackle in the NRL, this happens.
He's got penalised for that.
Yeah.
All right, Danica, news for us.
Yes, this is not an ideal situation for the Broncos. It's actually quite complicated, but what happened was when Reece Walsh went up the tunnel, the doctor actually wanted to or needed to stem the bleeding because his cut was so big on his face that they actually haven't been able to complete the head injury assessment test in the 15 minutes that they have. So that means they have lost one interchange because of this, so they no longer have that free HIA interchange, but we still don't know whether he has passed his head injury assessment or not. But they are trying to stem the bleeding first.
All right, well, you've summed that up beautifully. Thanks, Danica. Meanwhile, Jock Madden has just knocked on after Luai pretty much kicked it straight to him.
Yeah, on early tackles too. That's the second time Jerome Luai has tried to sneak that ball in behind the defensive line on an early tackle.
Oh, I was a bit harsh. There was an outside edge.
What he's trying to do there, he's just trying to keep the outside men for the Broncos, the centre-winger combination, honest.
In there, Selwyn. Shot clock off.
And later in the game, that'll be a pass.
Set piece start for the Panthers. That man Cleary working in again. Oh, Luai got jammed. Tungo got tackled. 10 away from the line. Kenny Cleary keeps it alive. And back to Tungo. He's sort of going around in circles, but the Broncos look like they're getting a little giddy. Sorensen back to Tunga. He kicks ahead. He might have copped the check in running. Cobbo's back there. They're going to get him in the end goal.
Yeah, it's a little bit feisty between both sides at the moment. But again, it was razzle-dazzle. There's about 3 or 4 passes in this play.
Gee, what about that skill from Tunga? They've re-signed him to the end of 2028.
It's a little bit high, this tackle. I think the goalpost stopped the vision from the referee. As soon as penalised, it picked up. Yeah.
Okay, time your run.
Well, he's had a wonderful start to the year. They were saying figures around 800,000 a year for Isaac Tunga.
He deserves it. He's some player.
A little kicking game there as well. It's gone 10. It's tapped back. Well, they've practiced that one. Edwards.
Surrender.
Inside the 30 now. Nearly 20 minutes gone in the grand final rematch. Penrith 4, Broncos 2. A game of absolute quality from the kickoff so far. Lindsay Smith. Oh, Ricky tried to put a shot on. He ducked inside of him right in time. 18 away. Luai. Sorensen from one way to the other.
Xavier up square. Hold now. Go 4.
Willison the defender. Go Cleary, Edwards.
Last tackle release. Mark
Jensen there along with Carrigan. Question mark on that pass. Yo, Cleary, through the hands, a little trip to the in-goal. Cobbo's back there, and his boot was so close to the touchline, but that's a good effort from Selwyn Cobbo. But this is where you earn your dollars.
Go two.
Close to the sideline, you can hear the body contact through the effects microphone. Great run by Arthurs. Brave. Jensen. 15 from the halfway. They've done a good job. You're right in the pocket down there. Madden. And end over in Tumbler. Some big men starting to feel the pinch out there. There's been a fair bit of ball in play so far throughout this game. Great run.
This is where the Panthers can negate the loss of James Fisher-Harris. They're outside backs. They're dummy half line. They get the sets rolling.
Martin tackled outside the 20. The ball to Cleary, inside to Yo off a left foot step, and then a right foot step from Yo. Baker made the tackle, Mam part of it also. Lindsay Smith linking, blue eye, stops and props, changes direction. Back to Cleary, he's going to send it out to the right-hand side. Tunnel, try!
Yeah, he's too good. He's too good in those situations. Space and time and an opportunity one-on-one with his opposite man. Isaac Tungwall, we mentioned earlier in the match last week, over 200 metres, 6 tackle breaks. We'll add another couple to the list. Harvey Norman replay, one side or the other. Just have a look at this vision here. Nathan Cleary, he sees space and opportunity on that right-hand side, just throws the ball out in front of Isaac Tungwall, and it just hits him square on the chest. He hits it at full flight, and just there, that one-on-one opportunity, well, it's a mismatch really. It's against Piakura, who he's a back rower, bigger body. Took a little bit longer to react, and the fans, they're happy, they're up in arms.
You just can't relax anywhere on the field defending Penrith. That was the last play. The ball came to the left side with Luai. Everyone thought he's going to kick. In a blink of an eye, he switches the play, and in a fraction of a second, watch this, kick, bang, pass, and then all of a sudden, 40 metres away, the ball's in space. Doesn't matter where you are defending. You cannot relax. You've got to keep your legs moving and anticipating. If the ball comes back, I'm here to tackle Tungwall. As soon as you relax, the gaps start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You just cannot switch off against this team.
Ah, yes, that's a bullet.
Just wait for that clock, Jock. Just gotta wait, mate. Time your run here, boys.
10 points for 2 tries to nothing. But Danica Mason, do you have some bright news for Broncos fans?
Yes, we have some good news. We've just had confirmation that Reece Walsh has passed his head injury assessment. So when he does come to the sideline, they will have to use one of their interchanges to get him back onto the field. We are eagerly awaiting, though, to see just what shape he is, because from what we're hearing out of the sheds at the moment, the cut was pretty nasty, and there was a lot of blood, and it was quite a tough job to stitch back up.
All right, thanks. Couldn't get the old Michael DeVere stapler out, did they? Oh, that's gross. Here's Leota. You don't know what I mean? Have a look on YouTube. 8 metres from the halfway. Edwards. Don't do it at dinner time. Played to Kenny. Oh, it was the last. They got 6 more tackles. Gee, that could be hugely expensive. Taylor May falls into contact just outside the 30. Staggs with the front on tackle. Now to Scott Sorensen. Gee, they're right on top here, the Premiers, aren't they? Dominating possession. And Cleary, Mam comes out, slips a pass away. Edwards, Tungor, off the right again. Mam comes back, nabs him, but Kenny's there. They just keep it alive at all costs. Nathan Cleary this time. Up against the bigger man. He's tackled the ground inside the 20. Kenny through the teeth of the defence, slides over to score the try. One of the Brisbane players was called out, and he pulled out of the tackle. And Mitch Kenny had a rails run to the try line.
Well, it's a beautiful run here. It's a great play by Penrith. They're not dying with the football. They want to keep it alive as much as they can and move this Broncos defence around. Here we go, Harvey Norman replay. It was just a lovely show and go, and he got Billy Walters, I think it was, with a great show and go. Lovely run here from Mitch Kenny. Classic dummy halves run directly at the post, and was strong enough to get past Selwyn Cobbo. The momentum gets him over the line. Might have been a slight little reach out, but his body got there in the end. The halfer was looking for support there in the end when Cobbo got to him, but it's a great try.
What was that 6 to go for on the last play, do we know?
He scored the first try in the grand final.
And there's such big calls, those 6 to go late in the tackle count.
So when Api Coruscant left Penrith, a lot of people were saying, we lose the creativity out of dummy half.
Yep.
How good's this bloke been?
He just stands up. Here we go. Mr. Bunk. Is Mr. Bunk in? Yeah.
Double movement, maybe. Oh, no, try confirm. You got everyone nervous. I'll get Andrew to come back to that after this. Nathan,
no, you're right. As soon as Appy left. Yeah, when Appy left, I thought the wheels are going to fall off. But he has done a sensational job, Mitch Kenny. We might talk about him after the break, Cameron. What do you think of him? It's a nice black eye.
Yep.
Just on 13 minutes remaining in its first half. The Panthers 16. The Broncos 2.
So the golden child's back. So that's going to be some scar. It's great. He's not suffered any sort of concussion symptoms. It's getting the task, though.
It's going to be a big effort for the Broncos to get back. Absolutely nothing has gone their way tonight. Some of the 50-50 calls have gone to Penrith.
Oh, Martin hit hard. Got an offload. This is offloading at all costs for the Panthers. They're inside the 20. Move the ball, move the ball. He got it away again, Leo. Cleary's there. Good tackle. They're put up. Races in. It's only play through. They're coming out of yardage. If there was a criticism of Penrith's early season form last year, it was that their attack was clunky, and maybe they looked like they were lacking a bit of confidence. There's no signs of that here.
Well, like all champion teams, they evolve. They've changed the way they attack. We've spoken about it a couple of weeks. A lot of turning players underneath. A lot of ball movement coming out of trouble, and then offload. High on confidence, but really evolving the way they attack.
Here's Jesse Arthurs. And this is the flip side of having all of the possession, is that you've got a tank load of petrol to throw into your defence. Fletcher Baker now starting in just his 9th run on roll. 48 NRL games to his credit, largely a bench front rower. And Kobe Hetherington, there's a run, that's an energetic charge, great stuff. beyond the halfway. And Madden with plenty of time to kick. Oh, Edwards has dropped it.
Well, you won't see that in another 50 games from Dylan Edwards.
Okay, shot
As
clock
we just
on.
see Reece Walsh heading back up the tunnel.
Middle, Jock.
And it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of pressure on Dylan Edwards here with this football. No, well, you can just see great camera shot there. He just took his eyes off the ball at the last moment. You see Jordan Ricky coming down to make that tackle.
Line, 10 seconds. Get there. Get
That's
there.
a bad
Get
sign
there.
for Reece Walsh. So I thought they were doing some tests on his vision. It looked like he had a lot of blood in his eye.
Right.
Well, Dr. Danica is going to be chasing that up for us. Ezra Mann away now to Piakura.
The whole line. Gone early. The whole line, mate.
It really is round 3.
Yeah, it's
Would you
over here,
risk it?
Billy. You want to take it?
I'm not saying no. They
You
put the
wanna-
white
hang on,
flag up
hang on.
already, but
Who's your captain?
when you got a
Pat's
blue
your
chipper
captain.
like Reece Walsh.
Time off. What are you doing, Pat? What are you doing? You're repacking? Okay, we're repacking. We're repacking.
Yes, Brad.
Well, I was getting two different.
I was just going to
messages
say
from
that
boys.
Brisbane have the option. Now, what happens if Penrith are offside off
Do
this
not-
play,
do not
then
go
someone is
early.
automatically sin bin.
Dylan, can't afford to go early here. He's in. Head in, Dylan. Time on. Hold. Break.
Running to a dead end.
1 foot, Isaiah. Up now. Hold. Go one.
Xavier Willison.
Isaiah,
Tremendous performance in the All-Stars game pre-season. So 5 away. A try would reignite Brisbane's chances here. And the ball gets out as far as Staggs. They get 6 more tackles. There's been a pretty stop-start the last few minutes.
How? What are you doing? Okay.
Well, Moses Leota is off.
Hold for the foot.
This is a period, last couple of weeks, when Leota and Fisher Harris go off, they dip a little bit for their inexperienced bench.
Oh, good tackle.
Let's see how they go tonight.
Mark your square. Hold.
There's Liam Henry out there. Willison surges towards the line. The super sub, Matt Eisenman, it's on the ground for the Panthers. The ball to Madden. Right foot step and straight into traffic. He's a good hitter, Liam Henry. They head right. Nothing doing, Hetherington. They've used 4 plays. Carrigan off the left, back towards the sticks. They're really rushing Brisbane here, this Penrith defence. Up off the line very fast. Jock Madden away now to Cobbo. The kick's good, and it's gone over in touching goal. It wasn't a bad touch there by Cobbo.
Everybody up. Shot
To the ball
Isaiah.
over the touchline.
Well, it's a dropout. It's a dropout. You see Marty Tupple on screen.
And
There's
Reece
Walshy.
Walsh next to him.
That's who we're actually looking for.
He does not look in a good mood.
No, we just see this replay here. Cobbo, it's a nice little kick. Just sits up, just skids along that grass, and Taruva is not taking any chances. Bats the ball dead in goal.
I love their Marty Tatau leant back. I think he's... I'm not the main actor in this movie.
Supporting role.
You've got to know your place.
Work out now, Isaiah. Lock in Marcus. Front foot. Hold. Hold. Go one.
Carrigan, he's very, very...
Scott off the ball.
Ran for 230 metres and made 35 tackles last week. Inside the 20. Cobbo. Staggs bumped away from top. Oh, but the 2-3 headgeared Panthers all chase after him and drag him down.
Go three.
He's wholehearted, Kobe Hetherington.
Good footwork, hasn't he, for a big man?
Go four.
16 away. Madden straightens. Mann joins in, trying to exploit that channel that saw him score 3 tries in the grand final. They're not going to let that happen again, are they? They're all tangled up here. Mann's holding on to jumpers, and the referee can see that. Oh, no, he can't.
Isaac,
Ezra
come
Man,
on.
I think.
Out. Ezra!
If we get a replay of the tackle, I'm sure Ezra Man has hold of Isaac Tungall's jumper.
You want to challenge the foul play?
He's holding him.
Ezra.
The head's all in the game.
Mate, it's foul.
Trying to make a tackle and he's holding him the whole time.
That
should be our penalty.
Your captain's here. It's foul play, mate. It's been reviewed and it is foul play. Hand in the face. Now, while you're here...
Now, Ezra gets tackled here.
Pat!
Well, they both got hands on face. No, there's no...
No. Right. Too many instances of blokes coming together. We've already had penalties
There's
for
no
it.
hand on the
If
face.
it happens again,
I think
you're playing
Ezra's
short.
the one who had his hand on Tungall's face.
This is a contact sport.
I know.
Yep.
More ball for Brisbane. Marty Tapaku. 10 away. Can they find their first try? Look, they've been well and truly outplayed, but the try here before the break brings them within striking distance, and they're certainly getting a perfect catch at the moment. Cobbo away, Mariner! No! Dean Mariner did his best save your coach impersonation, but couldn't quite pull it off.
Couldn't quite replicate it, Tomo, and that was 6 to go.
Goes in the touch first.
The referee called a set restart on that play when Cobbo decided to throw the long pass. They've just got him covered on all areas at the moment, the Penrith defence. And really, the Broncos attack is just struggling without that Reece Walsh factor out the back, the speed that he possesses.
No tackles.
Danica, what more can you add?
Well, it's not looking good for Reece Walsh at the moment. He came out here onto the sideline and went through some passing drills, but was struggling to see the ball with that eye. You can see the damage that he has to that eye there. So he was actually struggling to see the ball. He went back up the sheds, but I just spoke to the medical staff. They say he is still a chance of returning, but they'll have to wait to see how that eye settles over the next little bit.
The human bulldozer. Ripping upfield, Brian Toto. A popular player, one of the most popular. Now Eisenhuth in his 4th season at the Panthers, a ready-made replacement. He steps up whenever he's needed. And now Dylan Edwards. Luai, first kick of the evening aimed down this left-hand side of the ground. Sorensen sprinting down. So's Taylor May, and there's just no escaping.
Luis! Go on, pick it up, Selwyn.
Is Dean Mariner a real try scorer? 8 NRL games before tonight, 8 tries.
Go 3.
This will be a huge effort if Brisbane can find their way back from here. Oh, Fletcher Baker has lost it, and instead of considering points before the break, they now need to try and save them.
Everybody up. Shot clock on, where we
They
going?
went for the late tackle in the set shift out to that left-hand side. It wasn't a bad play, but just couldn't hold on to that football as he was going ground.
If you go wide out of trouble, you don't pass it to the front rower. Give it your speed, man.
Telstra is the proud naming rights partner of the NRL Telstra Premiership, and they've been backing rugby league for 20 plus years now. This very much is footy country. Centrefield scrum, 30 metres away. The Panthers with 3 tries to their credit so far in Thursday night footy. Another jam-packed house at Bluebird Stadium. Eisenhuth played 19 games 2021, 16 2022, 11 last year. Cleary, short pass to Tamor, he's a wizard. He is an absolute genius, and he is a thorn in the side of Broncos everywhere.
Well, just sit back and enjoy this. This is classic halfback play. Holding the ball, double pumping the ball. Harvey Norman replay, hiding the ball from the opposition. Double pump, double pump. Honestly, it doesn't get any better than that. That is halfback play. 100 out of 100. Hides the ball, hides the ball. Double pump, waits, short pass. I don't know how to describe that any better. That is just absolute genius.
Yeah, wonderful play by Nathan Cleary, but just smart overall by the Penrith Panthers. They know they got mismatches all over the place out on their right-hand side. Fletcher Baker is currently playing in the back row for the Broncos, so he's going to struggle with that lateral movement and that speed to be able to double defend a straight runner and then the block runner out the back where he has to check and release. And Brendan Piakura, he is in the centres, and that is a complete mismatch against this man, Isaac Tungor, all over the place. Freddie?
I was thinking the same thing, just watching how he had so much time just drifting across the field and dummying and having a little show and go and decoy and everything. And I'm wondering, why the hell is that happening? They've got front rowers out in the centres. They've got front rowers at back row. They are all over the shop at the moment. But the smart part was, that's where Penrith attacked them.
Well, he had Kalma Tuolangi last week, and he's got Fletcher Baker tonight. Things have fallen his way in recent times, Isaac Tungor. Another error and another try to Penrith, 4 of them overall. And if you're a football fan, you watch what Nathan's done there and just think, well, that's as good as
I could watch that 100 times. That was, it doesn't get any better. Does not get any better. They're laughing at me here in the comments.
You might go home and watch it all night. Here you go. Here's another opportunity from a different angle.
Hide the ball, tempo, hide the ball, look long, double pump, play short. Doesn't get any better.
That must be clear at Red Hill. He ripped the grand final away from them, and he's putting on a clinic again at home. Oh, he clipped Mariner there, but he was able to get up and go again. Fleet foot,
He looks a real player. Lightning quick.
Big raps for a long time. 4 tries to nothing. Now Selwyn Cobbo. Let's be fair. No Reynolds, no Haas. The last thing that Brisbane... The one thing that they didn't want was anything to happen to Reece Walsh, and he lasted 5 minutes. Madden. Make sure of that one, Dylan Edwards, before he sprints back to the Broncos' defence. The Panthers are about to see a big reception from their home fans. Most impressive. They just keep on keeping on. This game's been touted for a while, and they brought their A game. They don't often lose when they lead at half-time with margins like this. They are almost impossible to beat, and this man has just put on a show once again. That bit of halfback play just before half-time will be watched on repeat right throughout the year and for the years ahead. Now, Jared Sutton is having a chat with Isaiah Yeo.
Everyone. Yeah, so just when you get down that field position, it's got to improve. Because if you get down there and have a run like that again, you're on a sin bin platform.
Can we also check the head ball on the way up?
Yeah, sure.
22 points to 2. He's the only man that played number 9 when Cameron Smith missed an Origin game. 2010?
That was 2010, game 1, 2010. Out at home, Bush. Great job too in the maroon number 9 jersey, Matty Bellin.
Took us back off in quick smart though.
Famous victory for the Maroons.
He's up.
it'll be honest, quicker than we realise. 4 tries to nothing. Penrith in the ascendancy. Kicked from inside 40 by Walters. And Edwards on the sprint back up to 150 running metres already for Penrith's ever-ready fullback.
If you were Kevin Walters, Cameron, what would you want to see from your team in the second half?
Yeah, I just think, well, we heard the comments there from Matt Ballon about just testing out their resolve, right? So they know they're down on a lot of key players even before this match kicked off, but now losing Reece Walsh, they got a couple of guys playing out of position. You'll just want to see them try to settle into their defence.
Defence is the key. Just rip in. Really physical with your defence.
So Cleary's trying to place this in no man's land. Well done, Cobbo. He's looked at home at fullback.
He is so naturally gifted. I've no doubt in the future that's where he'll end up. Just probably needs to learn his trade and a couple of big off seasons.
So with respect to Reece Walsh, make sure you stay with us throughout this half and of course in the post game, because there's a big game coming up next week for Brisbane against the Cowboys. That's a Good Friday clash. And back up at Suncorp, so I suppose you're going to have a good look at that injury with respect to possible fracture, etc. It's a very bad cut, as we've been told already. So a lot to dissect.
I don't think he'll be able to fly until he has an X-ray or a scan. Busted cheekbone or eye socket.
Yeah, I think the cut might be the least of their worries, really. It could be what's happened internally. Down to you, Fred.
Well, if he can't fly, there's a good nightclub over the road called Reactor 1.
That closed down in 1996, Brad.
All right.
Well, we can start it up again if you like.
We can do that, Matthew.
6 again for the Panthers.
No one else would rather do it with Brad. Offload from Yo. Now to Edwards. Edwards trying to sum up the situation. Cleary desperate. Knocked it back to his mate Luai. Here comes the touch football stuff again. Luai accelerates. Beat one of them. 12 metres away. Now Eisenhuth back on the angle. Good offload. Cleary. He's going to try and slice through a hole himself. Wrapped up by Baker around the ball. A metre from the line, if that. Kenny. Yo now, and Henry! What a tackle from Kobe Hetherington. A pile driver. Luai nearly through there. Madden held on. Baker also. Quick play the ball. Kenny. And away to Eisenhuth. Gee, a couple of handy offloads from Eisenhuth. Edwards has got it. Martin's knocked it backwards. Tunnell's already got 2 tries. He can't slip away from that tackle of Staggs. Plays it here on the last. It's scooped up by Kenny. Now it's with Cleary. He'll kick towards the in goal, and it's forced by Billy Walters, who gets back there.
Well, he goes to kick to grub up with his right foot and realises there's no channel there. Martin Tupou.
Set up for the kick-off.
So then he goes to the left. He's the...
just lifting your knee in the tackle. That's what I'm just telling you, Marty, on report.
I think that's taken the hand of Jesse Arthurs.
Backs from Penrith initially.
There might be a challenge here. Yo wants to challenge. First look from this viewpoint was that Brisbane had knocked that on.
Penrith challenging the ruling of a knock-on against Liam Martin. They're disputing that there's a knock-on from the Broncos prior.
It's a contest for the ball. It comes off the hands of Jesse Arthur first. It goes forward into Sunir Taruba. The challenge is successful. And then there's a double knock-on.
How
First
far
of
out the
those
first one is,
off
mate?
the Broncos, however.
Yeah, knock on Broncos first. It's 21 metres out. We're going the 10. We're just short of
Yes,
the
Brad.
20-metre line here, boys.
There must be a lot of pressure
Penrith
on the
feet.
players when they go up and they go and tell the captain, go and get it reviewed. There was a little
Make
acknowledgement
sure you hold.
from Dylan Edwards into young Saruni. You're right, mate. You got it right. Well done.
Right.
He's got a new nickname. Sorensen.
Let up now, Fletcher. Lock in, Marcus. Hold.
That one will stick, actually. Eisenberg down.
Held. Release Fletcher.
And Baker there in defence. 5 away. Kenny, look, one way, went the other. Gee, there's plenty of room out here for Penrith. Cleary thought about a kick through, but he went to Liam Henry instead. Man with the defence there on the bigger front rower. Nathan now showing ball at the back, hiding it, and then double pumping, and then away to top. Oh, this is magical. It's like clockwork for the Panthers tonight.
Contact with Marty, but I think it has no bearing.
Yeah, that's just too good. And it's almost a carbon copy of that play that Joey loved so much in the first half. That time he was going out to his right, Nathan Cleary. This time to his left. Lovely shift to their left. Have a look at this. Show Broncos defenders. The key in this play there, no Broncos defender actually went out at Nathan Cleary to make him play. Harvey Norman replay. All the time in the world. He's the best halfback in the competition. And you just cannot give them time and space like that. That will be the end result every time. Space on the outside. Brian To'o try in the corner.
It's a shame Rugby League Week isn't still alive because I think Nathan's he's getting close to a 10 out of 10. Was the rating still going when you were playing, Cameron?
Yeah, in the first half of my career, Rugby League Week, the ratings were there. Yeah. A man in our commentary team tonight, he used to get a few 10s. Jonathan Thurston.
A few. What are you talking about?
Yourself as well.
Thank you.
Should, just hypothetically,
Yes.
you give him a 10 for the grand final last year, he might have consecutive 10s against Brisbane.
I gave him a 12 in the grand final. I'm still blown away by that. Here's Bruce Walsh, Broncos superstar.
He's got his civvies on, and
That looks nasty, doesn't it? Have a look at that.
he might be on a Greyhound bus back home.
He's just on top of his game, Nathan Cleary. And I think you spoke about it before, the way they fall into formation. It's just time spent together at training. A lot of these players have come through juniors together. They've been playing together for 8, 9, 10 years. And they just know all each other's strengths, their games. Considering the players they've lost over the last few years, it's an amazing club. And this bloke just keeps getting better. Not better every year. Week to week, he seems to be getting better and better.
He's certainly the centre of attention. There you go. Shows the post and through it goes.
Time it. Just got to wait for the clock, John.
(28-2), 28 unanswered points. Broncos kicked the penalty goal to open the scoring. If I can take a little bit of creative licence, since the 63rd minute of the grand final, Penrith scored 8 tries to nothing against Brisbane. Yes, Brad.
Yeah, you only have to go back 2 years and Penrith got their greatest score against Brisbane, 40 points to 12, which is a 28-point differential. They're now just 2 points away. Not often you get to break a record against the Broncos.
I was surprised at that victory, the 1-point win in round 1 last season. Brisbane's only win in 15 years here at Penrith. I suppose they probably haven't played here all that often, but such a strong club, you'd expect that would have had a little bit more success here at the foot of the mountains. Last year, this stadium will be in operation in its current form. Huge makeover on the way. Some great footballers graced this field over the years. Baker. Monster. Jordan Ricky gets up to the Panthers' 40-metre line. In around the ball and forces it free as Cobbo came chiming into the back line. Panthers playing at full tilt, and Brisbane struggling for any cohesion given the significant absences in key positions tonight. Top off! Ripping up the ground. Now Yo across the field. Edwards joining in. Puts a step on. Beats Staggs. Can't beat Marty. 11 away. Super fast. Play the ball. Kenny goes for a scurry. Cleary joins in. Luai floats it over the top. To'o ran through the middle and made yards. He's now back out to the wing and he's bullocking defenders out of the way. And geez, close. He scored the try, I reckon. He's got it over the line. There's 5 Broncos that came running over in cover and he beat them all.
Well, that's just sheer determination by Brian To'o. Lovely ball movement again by the Penrith Panthers. Long ball out to their left-hand side, but Brian To'o, as just mentioned, Harvey Norman replay. Again, that long shift out to the left. Just look at the numbers, though, that he has to still beat. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4. And he just buried the head low and drove those big legs forward. And I think he plants the ball directly on this try line. What an effort by Brian To'o. Wow.
How did he get there?
Well, he had no right to get there.
Freakish.
Oh. Try confirmed.
Now, the last kick for goal for Nathan Cleary, he got the reverse swing on it. Normally, doesn't put much of a draw on it. He hits him pretty straight. Nathan. The last one moved a little bit left to right. Camera behind here and watch the shape of the ball. Now the last kick, he started just inside that left upright and it faded from left to right. And when he hits him, watch how he keeps his head down, but how he gets through the ball. His technique just does not change. Head down, gets right through the ball.
Right to left this time, same result. Well, there's 29 minutes to go here. It's 6 tries to nothing, and Penrith have got they can score at will at the moment. They could go right on with this.
Just talking off air, Isaac Tungo. Geez, he'd be knocking on the door for Origin selection. I know New South Wales got some unbelievable centres, but ticks all the boxes. This is a play they've been doing in the second half, switching the play.
Look at this. It's just, they are ripping their way up the field. Luai, full tilt. Put Garner's on the ground. Backs out of one tackle, got it back to Luai, so that dead end didn't come off. They're going to go down another street this time. Ball sent out through their hands. Tungo, dummy! Yes, he gets there! Oh no, he lost it at the last minute. Gee, Sunya Taruba was
Hand over.
unmarked on the other side.
He owes him money. That's what he
Out 10,
passed
guys.
him.
Hand over.
But Isaac Tungle, geez, this is a pass and a half. Liam Martin does well. And then he just backs himself.
Oh, God, give it.
Yeah, but this man on screen, Isaac Tungle, oh, it's a hand from Selwyn Cobbo. And New South Wales have a lot of great centres. Latrell, Bradman Best, Turbo, Stephen Crichton. But geez, he ticks all the boxes. Tough. His play twos coming out of trouble. His dummy half running. Defence, really aggressive. You could play him on the bench because he came through as a back rower. So you could play wing, centre. He's a powerhouse.
Oh, at the very least, Joe, I bet he's got Michael Maguire sitting up, paying attention.
Well, the point you make there about his ability to play in the forwards and then also move to outside backs as well, because as New South Wales probably discovered last year, if you carry a strict outside back on the bench, it's often hard to get them into the game.
Yeah, he ticks those boxes. Tomorrow night, here we go. I've just got a feeling something is going to explode tomorrow night. Yeah, Jared's 300th.
I was about to say, let's hope Jared stays on the field in the big milestone game.
You don't mean 7 sin bins explode, do you?
Oh. Yeah, Victor, get your sleep tonight, mate. I want you going Burko tomorrow night. Well, we do want you going Burko.
Here's Kenny. They're ripping the shreds here. The kick wasn't all that effective, and Cobbo's picked it up. Cobbo tearing upfield. He ran out of steam. Tungle comes from the back and gets him and tried to strip it one-on-one. He knocked up quick there, Selwood. He's had a bit of work to do, in fairness. Now Staggs. Joey was about to get up and start saluting, and he knocked up.
6 more.
Ezra Mann. Cobbo back out to the right-hand edge. Jordan Ricky wrapped up within 10 metres of Penrith's line. They had not scored a try, as the score reflects. And they haven't really looked likely, to be truthful. Played by Tapa'u. And now Matt's inside pass. He'll put up Henry and Isaiah Yeo. Steadfast on the line. Henriksen, he's been a real standout for Brisbane's middlemen so far tonight. Tyson Smoothy. Wait a minute, now to Cobbo. The pass to Mariner. Mariner. Can he get it over?
Sorry?
He may well have got this here in heavy traffic. That's a hell of a finish.
He's got potential. Real potential. Haven't seen too much of him. Cameron, you seen much of Mariner play?
Yeah, we'll just check out this replay. Harvey Norman replay. Great chase by Tungle. He's been in everything tonight. And that man on screen, Selwyn Cobbo, he's been their best for the Broncos. But looked as though he was well and truly taken care of here. Plenty of defenders for the Penrith Panthers, but he was able to weave his way in and out of defensive players in the black jersey. And look, he's quite an unassuming guy. Nice little fend. Great try. If you think back to last week, there was a brilliant individual try on the last play where he went down a short side, chipped, regathered his own chip and scored. Yeah, classy young man. Freddie.
Well, they were unlucky not to score in the first half with exactly the same play. Selwyn skipped on the outside and found Dean Mariner. He couldn't quite get the control of the ball. There's a lot of talk about Selwyn Cobbo and what position he would play, and they talk about his petrol, could he last at fullback. After that big run, he had another 2 touches in that set of 6. That's a pretty good sign. As Katoni moves in, strikes it, and misses.
Come off.
Just under 23 minutes remaining in the match. The Panthers at 44. The Broncos 6.
He's massive.
Yeah, if you bring the player
He's
on.
going to try a game as well in his career now, Taylor May. Oh, yeah. Gee, Dylan Edwards came out of that worst wear as well.
Yeah, I think Taylor
Yeah,
May.
bring him on.
Oh, I think Dylan Edwards is the beneficiary of the headgear. Soften the blow somewhat.
Dave!
And the applause is, I suppose, partially for Taylor May, but also for Dane Laurie, who is on his feet and
he's off the field, so we can go.
Played here in 3 seasons.
Go behind it.
Oh, he's got to sit down because Lindsay Smith's gone on the ground.
Let's go.
Freddie, he was ready to go out there, Dane Laurie, and then he got the false call up.
Yeah, I was talking to him before the game. He was hanging out with Liam Martin, and that was my only bit of advice, not to hang out with Liam Martin. But he's a wonderful player. I thought the back end of his career at the Tigers, I thought it was awesome. Did a really good role at 5'8", showing plenty of potential.
He's so good to watch. He plays like he's playing in the backyard.
And a real tick of approval.
He's too good
progress.
He's too good a player to be playing reserve grade.
Yeah, but
He should be playing week in, week out.
they brought him back here to fill that sort of utility role along with Sonny Luke. Yes, Danica.
Taylor May has been classified as showing category 2 symptoms, so he'll undergo the testing over the next 15 minutes, and if he can return, he'll come back into the game for the final few minutes.
Ezra Mann, beautiful, rolls it through. Madden and Mann combine. Madden out the back, ball's on the ground, picked up by the Panthers, and now is going to try and counter. Beautiful by Mann.
They're up by 28 points, the Panthers, and the scramble was there to protect their try line. They just compete. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard is, they just compete.
Kobe, clear it. They're coming here, Josh. Oh, wait. Go two. Marty, here's your way. Lock in, cut. Hold. Go three.
You know they're a hard worker when the socks are down around the ankles.
Here's your way, Tyson. Marty, hold.
And you know he's a country boy, and he wears black boots. I think the only other one is Tyson Frizzell, traditional boots.
Nathan's got black boots on. With a few other colours. Taken by Arthur. Great defence.
Brian Hoffman, back row, former back row at Melbourne Storm. Yep. Black boots, entire blue.
Well, he's a sensible, measured bloke, isn't he?
Yeah. See that the Hoffy. He copped a bit of stick for it though.
Let up now. Front foot, Isaiah. Hold.
Yes, that game tomorrow. Allianz will be shockers. Lovely ball. Geez, that's a beautiful pass. Down the wing here, Piakura. He's got support in Arthurs. He beat one. It was Leota. And Edwards has been palmed away, and Arthurs is going to go and score.
I'm going to tackle for.
Great counter.
Nice play by the Broncos down their left-hand side. We know they got some classy outside backs. That man there on screen, Jesse Arthurs. He still had a little bit of work to do. Harvey Norman replay. They just had them outnumbered. Ezra Mann, lovely, lovely hands there to Piakura. He went downfield 30 metres. Look at Moses Leota. Joey just touched on that effort, that scramble, even when they're so far in front of the scoreboard. Big effort by the front rower, but Jesse Arthurs just too much pace in the end.
Mitch Kenny? Is Mitch Kenny at a rest? Mitch Kenny, he was the one chasing. 28 tackles, he's topped the tackle count. And like he wouldn't have got him on an e-scooter, but he was still there chasing. Freddie?
Well, apart from the number 1, Dylan Edwards, and that's his job to be back there, The last 3 jumpers were 8, 9 and 10. Moses, Mitch Kenny and Lindsay Smith.
Sums it up. It's the culture hit.
Funny kicking style here from Katoni. He really stops it, doesn't follow through with his goal kick.
Yep.
But jabs it.
Work that time. Friday night footy. This is a game to savour. You'll see it all here live and free on 9. The rivalry as old as time itself. Roosters Rabbits. And a mouth-watering Friday night blockbuster. It's from Allianz, which is just the perfect venue for this. 7:30 tomorrow here on your home of rugby league. 9's Wide World of Sports. And the headlines surrounding this game make it all the more tantalising.
Time you run.
Souths
Gotta wait for that clock.
lambasted and talk of internal drama. None from 2. They will throw everything at the Roosters and vice versa.
I get the feeling Cody Walker may have a big game tomorrow night. I can't wait for it.
Let up now, Lindsay. Lock in, hold. Go 1, yardage.
300 for JWH, 150 for Cam Murray.
Hold. Go 2.
Well, Brisbane, this is, I've got to say, it's a pretty courageous effort for them. They were getting battered. They've scored the last couple of tries. Nathan Cleary's been sublime tonight, and he'll join the panel post-match as well to break down his own performance. That'll be compelling viewing.
Last tackle, Moses, up square. Go last, nothing low.
Madden, up and under. Top with a good catch. Under the pressure of the Ricky Chase. Good gun.
Hold! Release Cody, Tyson hold. Go 2.
Now Dylan Edwards, 240 running metres already tonight. 17 minutes to go. We might be looking at a triple century. Taruva.
Move, Tyson. Push up, go 4. Tyson.
And now Yo. There's the change of direction and the link up with Cleary. It's been lost by Martin. It's also been lost by Ezra.
Both ways, guys. First one, Penrith. Everybody up. Where are we going to here?
So Panthers...
So sorry, Nathan's on the panel.
Yeah.
So he's going to break down the play.
Or his own performance, yeah.
Wow. I'd love to hear him and Jonathan Thurston talking about halfback play. It's something I'd stick around to listen to.
Lindsay, Liam, Tyson as well. Shot clock off. Hold.
Be a handy combination, Cleary and Thurston.
Give room now, Lindsay. Hold in now, mate. Hold. Hold. Go 1. Stand now. Hold Moses.
Roving defence.
Wait, Moses. Go 2.
And Hetherington hit hard. So Lindsay Smith and Liam Henry, the 2 young emerging middlemen here at the Penrith Club, although I suppose Lindsay's been around a little while now. Over 30 games, ball's been forced free, 6 more tackles. It was, well, the referee says Penrith forced it out, and Ezra Mam. Oh, he's going to say no advantage. So he's saying Penrith forced the ball out in the first instance.
In my opinion, the knock-on happens over there.
Well, it was knocked down.
And he knocks it over here.
Ezra Mam went past the ball on the right side. It was knocked
Where would you
down.
like the scrum?
From Luke Garner. And then, yeah, they're saying there's no
Halfway in the middle,
advantage.
shot clock on. That's it here, boys. Right, form up. Make sure you're all the way in at the back
It
here.
confuses some observers of the game how the defensive team can knock a ball on.
Liam, Lindsay, down Dylan. Shot clock off. Break.
One of the modern day quirks of the game, I suppose, is Cobbo. Yes, it's multicultural round. It's a great round in a game that recognises and celebrates the diverse cultural backgrounds that make this game, rugby league, the greatest game of all. Show your colours, celebrate your culture, learn about others as well. NRL multicultural round, stronger together.
Move, Isaiah.
The game does so much to galvanise
Go 3.
Cultures around this wonderful sport. Matt inside the 20.
In the middle, Moses. Go 4.
Tyson Smoothie. Patrick Carrigan. Ezra Mann. Good pass. Tony Staggs to Ruber. Comes out. Staggs levelled him.
Last tackle. Good now, Ewan.
And he stopped within 5 metres of the line. They're looking for 3 in a row here. Ezra Mann kicks it up out wide. Now Mariner's there. He's knocked it on, I reckon. And it comes back to Penrith anyway. And Smith dives on it.
You're in hold now. Hold. Hold. Go 1.
You've got to compliment the Broncos on the fight that they've shown in this second half. They've been completely outclassed.
Release. Go 2.
They haven't died wondering. They're continuing to ask questions, that's a Kevy Walters style football side.
Won't see the Panthers back here at Bluebet Stadium until round 10. They've got 4 away games coming up. Also a bye, and they take a home game against the West Tigers in round 7 out to Bathurst, where they've been going for a considerable time. And next week, it's another epic clash in Prospect. The Panthers and the Roosters at Allianz, and we'll bring you that here on the home of Rugby League.
You see that play again there by Nathan? 4th tackle, long kick. He looked to his left side to try to avoid footing. Got shut down, so he just kicked it long. You could sense that they'd been under pressure from the Broncos. A couple of try-scoring opportunities, and he thought, no, let's get this ball out of here. Such a smart football.
Jock Matt trying to give that a real whack. Couldn't bounce it away from top. Oh, he's run for a double century as well tonight. So last year, Dylan Edwards leading metre eater in the competition. He was 800 metres ahead of the next best, and that was Brian To'o. That just goes to show the extraordinary punch they get out of these outside backs. Edwards ran from the 6,000 metres.
Yeah, it's a wonderful asset to have. And then you add the centres as well. They love carrying the football. As we see a penalty to Penrith. And all that does, it just relieves the pressure from your big men to get back behind the football. They can rest on those early tackles, knowing that you've got To'o, you've got Taruva, you've got Tungo and Taylor May that love carrying the football, make good meters. You see the bit of a lazy high shot there.
Line, fellas, front foot on the line, Xavier.
Yeah, they're big boys. They come into play. They punch holes. They create momentum, and then the halves go to work.
Eisenhuth has lost the ball. I think he's asking for a challenge. Oh no, late call, penalty.
Third bloke comes in after held and makes contact. Contact after held. Wait. Inside 10. No, it's a ruck. Hold. Go, no tackles.
Gee, Yo's been relentless tonight too, hasn't he?
Release now. Hold. Go 1.
He's gone unchanged from the outset. Eisenhuth.
Hold. Release Tyson. Go 2.
Penrith looking for try number 7. Gary Martin came rampaging onto that and got clattered in a great tackle.
Coming to tackle 3.
That was wonderful defence.
It was a great decision too, because they had several players sweeping around.
Oh.
And Katoni, he saw the play unfolding and he went all in. Look at all the players' body in motion. But then Katoni, he saw the play unfolding and went whack.
The line, boys.
He's a powerhouse, Katoni Staggs.
Dylan all the way in. Shot clock off. Break.
As Ricky runs this out past the 10. Danica, down to you.
Yes, we've just had confirmation that Taylor May has just passed his head injury assessment. They've got the interchange card and they're heading up the sideline now.
Okay, thank you.
Cameron, you're worried about the early form of Brisbane?
Oh, I don't think so, Joey. I think, 3 games in, they were a little bit scrappy for the first game in Vegas. You could probably put that down to maybe the long travel, the build-up. And then last week, again, in the first half, plenty of errors, but they've got too many quality players. They're a strong outfit. They've got a good style of football as we see them go to the right.
Willison through a hole. Willison gets to Edwards. He got the ball away. Ricky gets it around the corner. What a picker! That's extraordinary by Mariner. It's forward.
Yeah, just more evidence there. Quality players.
Everybody up.
As I've said before, they've been outclassed, outmatched tonight,
Middle.
but just too many quality players in this outfit, Joey, to write them off.
He wants to challenge this, in which they are.
Hey, Ash.
So, sorry, the call must
sorry,
be knocked
Pat,
on
you're
because
after the 10 seconds.
you can't challenge a forward pass.
Look at Willison. Look at the size of him. Little flick. What happens here?
So it's this one, I think. Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah, no shot clock. Form up here, boys.
Mariner,
Form
full
up.
tilt. Just picks the ball up and just doesn't break stride.
Or they missed the. I think they missed the 10-second window. Did Jared Sutton say?
Freddie.
Yes,
Front
Brad.
foot there.
Yeah, talking about the Broncos, the
Back, guys.
1 from 3 doesn't sound too
Go
bad,
all
but
the
they've got
way,
the Cowboys next week. Then they have the Melbourne Storm. That's followed up by the Dolphins and then Canberra Raiders. So 1 from 3 is not bad. 1 from 7, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, he's been hooked.
Yeah, get him off. He wasn't having a go.
You're learning about this media thing, Andrew, how to beat it up. Well, he's getting a standing ovation from the eighth immortal, Nathan Cleary. It's that good a performance.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to watch him at the grand final the last 19 minutes, but to sit here and watch what he's done tonight. It's a pleasure to come and just sit here and watch and the way he's developing and the way he's just completely owning the game at the moment.
Well taken. He's done a good job at fullback. Flung back into a position that I'm sure he covets, but hasn't played a lot of when he wouldn't have been expecting to. The road to Paris, the Olympics coming up, starts for our all-conquering Dolphins at the Australian Swim Trials at the Brisbane Aquatic Centre. 10 June and through to June 15. Tickets are on sale right now. Head to swimming.org.au to get your seats. Our very best swimmers vying for a ticket to Paris, and you can catch it live and free on 9 and 9 now. We are a couple of days outside, 4 months to the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics. All good. So exciting. Ezra Mann. Beautiful for Edwards. It's been a good week. Dane Laurie's on the ground. Dylan, 277 metres. That's a night out. Dane Laurie went on to replace Nathan Cleary. Well, he played 3 games for Penrith. Single-figure games, Dane Laurie, before he went to the West Tigers. And Luai whacks it long, clears Cobbo on the fly. Beautiful kick. Right on the goal line. And Arthur's with the carry back. Tungo down there, Liam Martin there too. 6 to play. The fans haven't eased up. Dummy and run, with his ankles tapped. He goes to the ground just shy of the halfway. Cogger with a late dipper. Taken by Edwards. He's made his mistake for the season tonight.
Joey, I'd be keen to get your thoughts on this match tomorrow. Roosters, Rabbits, young Dean Hawkins. He comes in for Lachlan Ilias. If you're in his shoes, what would your mindset be going into such a big game?
Defence, straight away. Get my defence right, nice and aggressive. Get my timing in defence and everything comes off that. And try to overplay my hand. Kicking game's really important in these big games. Firstly, get your defence right.
If I'm not mistaken, they'll have Satili Tupanura and Joseph Swali'i to contend with.
Last tackle. Stand here. Hold. Go, last.
It's going to be a great game. It's this far out. It's a must-win for the Bunnies. They just have to win. Just find a way to win.
No.
And on the subject of our games, what about Sunday? Full house, Para Manly.
Thanks, Ash.
A couple of good players there on the bench. Yeah. Oh, that'll be a game.
Oh, we've got the blockbusters coming to you this weekend. Wind back the clock to the 80s.
Geez, Manly were good last week. Geez, they look fit.
What do you think of Manly, Cam?
No, they've been great, led by one of the veterans, DCE, Luke Brooks too. Super impressive in his opening 2 matches.
Tackle 1 with Corey.
That goes all right, too.
I was just about to say, I think everyone's loving
Brendan
seeing
Pearce,
Turbo back running
got to go
freely.
for HIA. Tackle 1
He
with
looks
Corey.
great.
Daly, 36. What did you play?
Just wait there, Corey. Wait.
37. Look, Daly, he's got better past 30. I think he's got another 2-3 years at least.
You keep producing.
Hairline's getting a bit thinner.
He doesn't age, though. For Benjamin Button.
Mate, the hair's getting thinner. He's got to bite the bullet soon and shave it.
Oh, gee, that's a good call. He won't like that, especially from a New South Welshman. See, he must be the ultimate pro, Cam, Daly Cherry. Haven't you seen him in Origin? He must, the way he prepares himself to, and look, he's barely ever been injured his whole career.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to actually see Daly Cherry Evans evolve from a rookie now to one of the veterans of the competition. You see a knock on there by Penrith. So he come in and debuted in the rep scene as a very young player. In the very early days, he was a part of that Queensland side that went on a bit of a run there during that 8 years, and he missed a bit of time as well. So, you know, that would have been a bit of a blow to his confidence, but he went away, played great football with Manly, won a couple of premierships, and he's come back as a more complete player. He's such a great leader now.
Well, they're spine Manly. Brooks, Turbo, DCE, Lachlan Croker. It's up there with the best in the comp. Broncos.
Here's Cobbo. Oh, that's tenacious defence at the death, isn't it? The game's wrapped up and they still roll him over the touchline.
Now, they're just smart enough, and Cobbo went to ground. If he stays on the ground, that's tackle complete, but you just see how he tried to rise to his feet once more, which means Penrith, they're allowed to continue with their tackle.
Yep, Moses. Yep.
A reminder, Nathan Cleary on our desk post-match. And we'll get the thoughts of the man himself who's put on another masterclass this evening.
I can't wait to watch this. Jonathan Thurston and Nathan Cleary, and just going to bounce off each other. Wow. Reece Walsh.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, don't go to bed. Nathan Cleary, Jonathan Thurston. They're going to break down a couple of Nathan's tries he set up and the ball playing and the way they play, the way they see things. I'm looking forward to this.
Luai and pass over to Garner. I know they got a few missing, Brisbane, but this is a statement performance by the Panthers. They had it sealed up at half-time. They were brilliant professionals. And for Brisbane, a lot of attention on Reece Walsh. And I suppose whether Haas and Reynolds are in it, or Haas certainly with surgery, will miss a few weeks. And I'm not entirely sure about the prognosis on Adam Reynolds, whether they get him back for next week's clash against the Cowboys. I'm sure he'll want to be there. Penalty right at the death. It was well cleaned up, but there was a shoulder on the kick chaser.
Boys. They might go. I thought they might go a field goal from the tap, but probably not. Yeah, tap in, tap, kick.
So Brisbane have seen enough, and I think everyone watching has seen enough to realise that Penrith are going to take some beating again this year. Their stocks continue to be depleted because of salary cap pressures, but this whole next man up strategy and expectation, if you will, it shows that the benchmark has not dropped. This has been a very good effort. And Brisbane, to their credit, they stuck really tough in the second half. You were thinking Penrith might get away to put 50 on them at one stage, but Brisbane able to hit back with a couple of tries. In the end, Penrith far too good, and this man has stolen the show once again. 34 points to 12, the Panthers over the Broncos in the grand final rematch.